Uh, Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today I'm going to share my proposal research related with developing online materials into blogs to improve reading skills at third baccalaureate students. Before to start with my preparation and explanation, I'm going to make my introduce with a short, brief introduction about myself. My name is Alfredo Muriel. I have working as a teacher at Maldonado High School, which is an emblematic high school from the Riobamba city in the Chimborazo province. For me, it's a pleasure to share this proposal research with you. Before to start my presentation, I'm going to share with you a quote which is so important in my life. This quote is related with Stephen Kroshen, and he said and stated the following thought: people acquiring a second language have the best chance to success through the reading. That's so important because I like to share my personal experience related with how to acquire the second language in my from my personal point of view. I was a younger when I like to listen music and also read special articles related with technology. This kind of activity, which was reading, was so important in my life because all day, every single day, I want to learn something about the IT or information technology. That's the case that I was reading a lot of pieces of information related with this field. And when I get the all this information in my head, actually, as a result, I got the second language. Um, in this slide, I'm going to give you a brief contextualization where was applied this research proposal. This research proposal was applied in the Unidad Educativa Pedro Vicente Maldonado in Riobamba City, which especially focused with the students of third BGU baccalaureate, which are in A2 level according with Common European Framework Report. This is the context when we apply this proposal research. In this slide, I'm going to explain why we choose this topic in order to research. The main motivation in my case is related with the desire of authentic, contextualized, and motivating reading materials for EFL students. That's also important reason in order to find results or maybe find another sources to give um, meaningful material to my students in order to get and improve their English level. Another important aspect is related with the teachers. Actually, in the current moments, don't agree the inclusion of information technologies in their FLA classes. And that's so important because the actual generation is related or well known as a digital generation. In that situation, every single teacher has to focus with this generation in order to provide enough material in their stages that they need. For example, like digital readings, like digital activities. Okay, and what is this purpose of what is this application of proposal research covering? First of all, we are going to cover a diagnosis. What is the current situation of this group of students? And then I'm going to do an analysis. What are the perception that they have related with the use of technology, and especially in focusing the use of blogs, and then propose a real, viable, and contextualized and active methodologies based on readings. Nowadays, the teachers usually they don't agree the inclusion of information technology resources in IT, or maybe because for lack of resources, or maybe because they don't know how to use them, and that's so important. With this antecedents, it's important to state the research question. The research question to this research proposal is how developing materials into blogs could we influence reading skills in third-grade students at la Unidad Educativa Pedro Vicente Maldonado in Riobamba City. With this information that I gave you, I established different goals. And in this slide, I'm going to show you the main aim or the general objective, which is to determine the influence of developing materials into blogs on reading skills on third baccalaureate students at Unidad Educativa Pedro Vicente Maldonado in Riobamba, Chimborazo province. The specific objectives that we want to reach during this proposal research are design a set of online EFL reading materials into blogs and also to assess the implementation of online resources and finally explore the students' perceptions about the using online resources. Before to continue with that, it's important to make what are the other authors said about this topic. In my case, I studied four different authors with different perceptions. And in the first part, I'm going to explain about the local study done by Ruiz in 2019, sponsored by Universidad Técnica de Ambato, and is focusing the detect and analyze if the academic blocks develops the reading comprehension skills effectively on English language learners in superior education based in two groups. Another prior studies did by Lee Fox in 2023 at the University of New York in Rockport did a research about the effects of technology in literacy skills and motivations to read and write. And furthermore, another study done was developed by Wu and Wu in 2011 refers to learners' perceptions on the use of blogs for EFL learning. And a national study finally by Universidad Técnica de Ambato de Iván Morales in 2019 analyzed the use and effectiveness of the technology development using blogs. With these antecedents, I established different major variables. The independent variable for my study is the use of online materials through the blogs, and the dependent variable is improving reading skills. My proposal research is based on different theories like constructivism, connectivism, and social constructivism. And constructivism, the active role of learners in order to get the knowledge inside of the use of this an application of this theory in this field is related with two important aspects like interactive learning and the use of authentic materials. On the other hand, the connectivism is another theory that I have used during my research, especially focusing two aspects. The first one is nurturing, networking learning, and embracing continuous knowledge flow. Finally, the social constructivism established the building links for the knowledge community and also scaffolding through collaboration. What is the method and methodology that I've used?